I mean,
You good?
yeah.
You good? Okay.
I was gonna say, am I recording too?
I don't know, right?
Yeah, so I can cut it.
Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go and kick this off. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, tonight, tomorrow night, last night. Once again, we're on another episode of JustCuz podcast. It's been a minute.
It's
It's
been a
been a
minute.
couple. It's been a couple minutes. Been a couple minutes, but before we get into it, you know what I gotta do. So let me go ahead and get happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy.
So it is Molly's birthday today.
Yeah.
Man, and this is ending out the season, the first season. This is round about 1 year anniversary of JustCuz podcast kicking off. And we're gonna end this season on India's birthday. You know what I mean? We're gonna do it right, do it.
Yes, yes. It's an epic day. 1024.
How is it? How's it feel? How do you feel?
Uh, I feel so different this chapter that I'm going into. I don't know where I'm supposed to be, what my true purpose is tomorrow. I shouldn't even say today, tomorrow. What is going to be my purpose in the next year? I know that I'm not willing to stay the same. I know that I can't stay the same. I know that I have been given a task to do or a task to complete that I need to take responsibility for and ownership and put in the actual work. I can't skip anything. Um, I feel that one thing that I truly have learned this year is to get to know myself more because it has been a trying year the last year. So as a person, and as much as I thought that I knew myself really well, and then those days creep up where it's just like, oh, I have to do what I have to do at the end of the day. I may not like it myself. I may not like the person that is being projected, but um I gotta do what I gotta do. And sometimes those days I don't even like what I'm doing, but I have to, I'm forced to. And I
Mm.
think that's been the biggest learning lesson this year. But I'm thankful. There are no complaints that I have. Um, I'm thankful for reaching this new year. I was looking at an old high school picture yesterday, my graduation pictures, and I was just like, man, um, I was gonna post it. I was like, no. But I was just like, you done a damn good job, India. If I must say so myself. Like,
Salute.
I mean, you got to be happy with yourself, happy with your progression, and that you're still learning. So, yeah.
Life is life should be a lifelong process of learning. I've learned that, and I've learned that late.
Yeah.
Because that's been a lot of years. Like I don't care. I'm just gonna do what I need to do, and then at the end of the day, I'm just gonna go have fun. And it wasn't until later on that I was like, I need to be learning.
Yeah.
Uh, when I really actually like focus on like I need to, I should be learning. I want to learn stuff. But like I was always learning, but it didn't hit me. It didn't focus in until later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole with age and wisdom, I feel like for some odd reason, life lessons, you think that you have hit that mark of knowing everything and experiencing everything, and then here comes something out the, you know, not even expecting aspect, and it's just like, where did you come from? Like, so that was this year for me. But I think, with us starting podcasting and growing and, because I am not a public speaker at all. I hate public speaking. So I would rather stay back out the view, do my own thing. And I'm so glad that from the very beginning, when we went up there to CEYL and listen to them talk and discuss how they started, I'm just so glad that we took that opportunity to attend that event, that live event, because it really changed the game. It changed us as two cousins. I think it even made our relationship a little stronger.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I do. I think so too. I think I definitely agree with that. I think our relationship has gotten way stronger. I think we got a real deep bond. We got a deeper bond than we had before.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and I think it was just a I don't want to say jump start, but it was the catalyst to make us grow and connect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think we've always been close though. For, some odd reason, most of us, like you always said, we were brought up as siblings. Some of us didn't have siblings for a very long time. I know for me, me and my brother are what, X amount of years apart. He's in his 20s.
Yeah.
So I'm in my late 30s. So it's just like we've been a unit for a very long time. We spent a lot of time together growing up, all of us. I would even say Tolson's. I was just talking to one of our cousins this morning, and it was just like, we need to get together more. I would definitely love to do a cousins trip. I don't think Delaware is a place, but
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
but we will be entertained through these Tolson's.
Yeah, I think there's been some talks of a cousin trip, and I think it's gonna take some effort, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen, and I think it's probably gonna happen soon.
Yeah.
Probably within the next 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a big turnout at the beginning, but I think it'll grow the
Yeah.
more the more we do it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm excited for it. I hope it happens. It just takes it's just gonna take some effort from everybody. But like, all right, we're gonna go and we're gonna be there, and then show up.
Yeah. See, that's the
Show
thing.
up.
That's the thing.
Show up.
That's the thing with us. Like, I mean, I think all cousins or all families experience that where everybody is like, I'm going. And then when it's time to pay the money or it's time to book your hotel, it's just like, no, I'm not going. And it's just like, I think that's one thing that we did learn within the last, 2 years is to travel more. Like, even if you had to travel not in a group, like travel by yourself and with a limited amount of people, where it's just like, when I went a couple of weeks ago to Atlanta, I was just like, I don't care what it is. My sister told me last year, you need to do a self-care trip at least 3 times or 4 times a year. And I was just like, I think that's a little bit extreme. But when I hit that first quarter, I was just like, I need a break like in the second week of January, like right now, like tap me out. So now I'm trying to get to the point where it's just like I need to be more consistent with at least getting in the car and taking ownership for myself. When I don't feel well, if I don't feel right, if I need space, if I need my own mental time, then I'm gonna jump in my car and just go to the mall, go to another city or whatever the case may be. So
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. I think is I'm a little I think I'm in a little bit of a different situation because I'm single. So
Mhm.
like I'm I'm constantly like I'm by myself and I actually enjoy it from time to time. But like, when you talk about like self-care trips, like it doesn't always have to be like, something far distance or long distance or like something extravagant. Like there's been times where uh like I'll go, it's not here, but like I'm like, yo, I just want to get away, and I'll just go like book a hotel somewhere, and I'll just go to that city, and I'll just hang out, and it's not even far. Like it'd be like an hour away or something like that.
Mhm.
Like I'll go to Nashville, and like I'll just like get a room for like Friday, Saturday, and I just kind of hang out. What I mean, just to like get out the house and get out the city that I'm in, and then just kind of hang out somewhere else. And I've done that before. Like when I was in South Carolina, Charlotte was like an hour away. And this is when I was a drill sergeant, and I was just like, yo, we had like I had like a free weekend.
Mhm.
I was like, I'm just gonna go to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Like I just went to Charlotte. Like I really didn't do like a whole lot, but it was just kind of like I just got away from home, got away from the city, I just kind of like went somewhere else and just kind of vibed out.
Yeah.
And I also think that like you don't have to, like, we have our core people that we
Mhm.
like to hang with, right? Like a group.
Yeah.
You don't always have to, like, I don't think like you can try to do like group trips,
Yeah.
but like at when the when it's time to go, who's ever going, like, all right, then it's just us. Cause like when I went to Chicago, I went with a friend of mine. Like it was just me and her. And
Yeah.
like we had a great time.
Yeah.
It was, what I'm saying? It was just kind of like, hey, let's go over here, and let's go. And it didn't have to worry about, hey, does everybody want to go here? Does
Yeah.
everybody want to go to this landmark, or what is it that you? No, I mean, it was just me and her, and we just kind of like, hey, let's hit here, let's go
Mhm.
eat over here, or like we'll just find somewhere to eat in this area that we're gonna be at.
Yeah.
And it was cool. And now like I got another friend. I'm about to go to Louisiana here in a few weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to go to New Orleans.
Oh.
I don't be telling people where I be going to
I know.
after.
I know. I know. This is a big step. Yeah.
I usually don't tell nobody until after the trip.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna hit up New Orleans with a friend of mine, and like me and her, like we've been on several trips on just the two of us, and it's kind of it's cool, it's relaxed, it's not a whole lot of like checklists, or like we want to hit here, hit here, hit here. It was just kind of like, this is generally what we want to do,
Yeah.
and then if we hit what we generally want to do, and then we just fill in randomly what else we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Best to be like that.
Facts. I think you like trying to checklist like your trip. I think that's why people be like, I need a vacation after my vacation, because like you try to hit so many things within this time frame, and it's kind of like one, like it's that place is not going nowhere.
Yeah.
More than likely, it's not going anywhere. So you can go back if
Yeah.
you didn't hit everything. But like I like to hit like a couple of things like I may want to hit.
Hmm.
Like as long as I hit like these two things or these couple of things, or I get this experience, I'm good. And then we kind of just play it by ear the rest of the trip.
Yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
because you'd be surprised, but you run up on just by walking around this, just walking around the city, and you just be like, oh, what's this? Or like, what is this?
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that is true. I told you I experienced it a couple weeks ago with one music fest. You know,
Mhm.
just walking around, we seen so many people, and it was just like, when we see these people on TV and in music videos or whatever, like we're thinking, okay, they're not regular people, and no, they're regular people. Like they're walking right along with you as
Mhm.
you are. So that's what I love about, you know, just being in the presence of our culture, because it's just like there are times when you just want to let your hair down and enjoy yourself. And you need that. I know I needed it a couple of weeks ago, and I was just like, you can hear me in the videos, I
Mm-hmm.
I should have been on the stage. I was I don't need no mic. I had a good time though. I mean, I can't sing, but I did sing. So
Yeah.
I really did have a good time, you know.
This was up. I had a blast at the Earth, Wind and Fire concert.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
hmm
And I was a little bit hoarse the next day. I was like, was I singing that much? Like,
Really?
yeah, I was a little like throat was a little scratchy.
What?
You know what I mean? But I didn't know. I didn't think I was hitting notes and that hard or singing that much, but I guess I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it was phenomenal show. And I thoroughly enjoyed myself. The bass player for Earth, Wind and Fire, which because there's only 3 of the original members that's left on
Yeah.
Earth, Wind and Fire, and like the bass player, which is one of the front men, like I for at like the first couple songs, like I was like, is he really playing that bass or is he like just kind of going through the motions? And then like
Uh,
because I had that thought, he had like they played a song where it featured just him, and
Really?
he came to the front of the stage and played the bass, and I was like, oh, he playing. He really playing. Like he still plays the bass
Yeah.
like it's nothing. And
I
then
love that.
the lead singer, he still hit them notes. He still hit them
What?
high notes. Yeah, he still hitting them high notes.
And they're up there in age, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and then like the lead singer, like he's one of the one of the backup singers and percussionist is his son.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So his son's on tours with the group.
hmm
Like he was doing his thing. Like the entire band was doing his thing. Like I can't front. Like thoroughly enjoy myself. If you get a chance to see Earth, Wind and Fire, I highly suggest going to see Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't speak for all groups. I had a friend went to go see went to go see the Ozzy Brothers. And I don't know what Ron out here with Rick Ross and
Huh?
you haven't heard the Ozzy Brothers song?
I haven't even taken a listen to it. I don't want to. Don't
Oh
mess me up.
man.
Don't, because I saw them last year at One Music Fest and they did a phenomenal job. You need to stick with what you know.
Oh, okay.
Keep keep Rose off your stuff at this point and just stick with the basics and we're good.
Yeah, so
It
but
was bad.
it was
They still
it was
learning.
they was trying to do stuff from like this kind of outside they wheelhouse.
Oh.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So it is what it is. And then they also like Maze and Frankie Beverly was there also.
hmm
And they confirmed to me because like it was some years back. I remember I was watching an award show and like Maze and Frankie Beverly were featured. And
Yeah.
like, Frankie can't hit he doesn't his voice isn't like it used to be.
No, he
And
doesn't do
so
that.
yeah, so like so when I watched the award show, I thought it was just a bad night.
Uh-huh.
And then uh when my friend was telling me about the show and it kind of sent me a clip and I was like, oh, that wasn't a bad night. Like his voice ain't what it used to be. So
Yeah, it's not. My bad.
yeah, but like Earth,
It's
Wind, and Fire, I vouch for Earth, Wind, and Fire.
yeah.
Yes.
When I saw Frankie Beverly and Maze, it wasn't horrible. But I'm thinking, as your friend was thinking, I'm going to see the show. He's going to sing those notes, and it was just like, hold on, wait a minute. Like that's what I came for, the notes. Like
Mm.
so, it's just like, you know. But I mean, it is. I'm a big Frankie Beverly and Maze fan, so you just gotta take it for what it is. They are getting a little older, but for the younger generation, I'm gonna need y'all to know y'all songs. Don't give me half a song. Don't give me the altered song. Just sing it to me exactly the way that I know it. And I hate that when I go see somebody like I'm singing. I think it happened when I was out there with Ja Rule, and I'm just like, Ja, that's not the way the song goes. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, I know the song. But it's just like, come on, people. Like, I'm sitting up there singing, rapping. I'm just like, wait a minute, like you just gonna do that? I know you're on a time schedule, but yeah, I think that we were saying all of the 90s people that were there, they really look good for their age. All of the women, Maya, Ashanti, Anne Marie, who else was it? Nicole Ray. They look really good. They really aged well. And I think I don't think they've had any hard plastic surgery or anything like that, if they had any. So they really look good. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I would recommend going. Like I told you, if we have an opportunity to go next year again, definitely get our tickets early. And just go out there and enjoy ourselves. As I for sure enjoyed myself. Lauryn Hill. What's that doing for me?
Lauryn Hill ain't been anyway. I haven't gone to see Lauryn Hill. I would like to go see Lauryn Hill, but from what I've heard from like accounts of people going to see Fugees of Lauryn Hill, it's not it's not appealing.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was me or her. I'm taking it was her. I don't know. It was just I didn't pick up. I mean the songs didn't flow through me. It was just like, India, what are you doing? What are you here for? And I was a big Lauryn Hill fan back in the day. And it's just like, what, India, what happened? Now I will say this. I went down there to go see Nicole Ray and my bestie, which is our cousin, and my daughter. They're like, I don't know Nicole Ray. And I'm just like, no, y'all know Nicole Ray. What are we talking about? Like, come on down here with me. Come to the stage with me. And they were like, no, we're good. So, by the third song, she's singing, they're like, it's time to go. We're ready.
Really?
We should, yeah. Because she sung Make It Hot. I think that was her second or third song. And then she went into recent songs that I never heard. So, I think that's where it went wrong. And there wasn't a lot of people out there because she was on early. So she was on the same time as Little Mel. So I was just like, man. So then my bestie and my daughter is like, we told you we should have went to Little Mel instead of over here. Like, you messed us up. I'm just like, yo, we seen Little Mel before. Like, we have a chance to see Little Mo again. And they were just like, no. I was just like, so that's where next year we gonna get that schedule together, and we gonna be like, we gonna flip a coin this time around.
Nah, not me. But y'all gonna see Lil Mo? Right. I'm going to see Cole Ray.
Yeah.
We'll meet back up.
Yeah. It wasn't no hard feelings, but they was like, we don't know her songs. I was just like, yo, where were you? I'm just like, to my bestie cousin, I'm just like, Jay, you know these songs. Jay was like, no, I don't. Nope. I'm just like, what? And then Jayla, she's like, Mommy, I don't. I'm just like, come on, y'all. They're like, play me a song. I'm just like, I'm going through the song. They're like, mm-mm. So, things that some of us listened to, some of us didn't listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So we were big into Missy, Timberland, Magoo,
Mm-hmm.
Ginuwine, Aaliyah, all of them. But some people were not. And there's nothing wrong with that. But, we would.
Hey, it's all subjective. You know what I mean? So it's like it is what it is. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody listens to what they want to listen to, and everybody got they,
Okay.
what
Palette.
everybody's palate is different, and what they think is good is what they think is good. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And like I'm not gonna argue anymore. Because I understand now. It's all right, I got it.
Mm-hmm. But they love that Jeezy.
Look, I told you it's his thing about music, right? It's very subjective. It goes by uh it goes by regional.
Regional.
It goes regional. It goes generational.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And so like and sometimes they intertwine. So like I said, because like I got a homeboy, Lil Wayne could do no wrong, and he everything Lil Wayne does is fire.
What'd you say? Cash Money Records?
CMB. So I'm just like, look, I'm just because I don't agree with you on that level of like Lil Wayne. I'm not saying Lil Wayne because I rock with Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like sometimes Lil Wayne be like he makes me go like I don't know about that one. I don't know about that Tunchi. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Or like I don't know about that bar. That bar was a little,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? But like I get it. If you're in a certain area, look, it's like we talked about before. Like if you in the boot, if you in Louisiana, it's Boosie.
Yeah.
Boosie, you know what I mean? He's the
I
king.
would love to see Boozy though. I would pay to see Boozy. I will never pay to see Lil Wayne again because when I did pay last year, he came out like 2.5 hours late. And by the time that he was walking on stage, I saw him from afar. I was walking out the gate. And it's just like, you know, come on. But yeah, I would love to see Boozy. Like, me and Bestie talked about it on the way home. Like, who are our favorite people, our favorite music people, who can we relate to? And like you said, it is regional. Like we were heavy in the East with the Ja Rule and the DMXs and the Locks and all of them, that's why they getting ready to have this not Legends of Hip Hop, but All Stars of hip hop in Atlantic City. And all of them are on it. Mace, the Locks.
What is this?
This is January something. I shared it on Facebook the other day. Yeah, because I used to go to it for years and then I stopped going because they have one in January and then they have another like old school concert and I want to say it's like March. So like now they're trying to make up for, missing the time or whatever. But I've seen the Lost, I've seen Mace. They got Redman and Method Man. That's probably the only reason why I will go back is to see them again and the Locks. But yeah, it's a good lineup. And I mean you can't beat that, but they don't got no females on there. So you gotta have somebody on there to represent. Go get Kim or somebody, Trina, to put that stamp on there. But they don't have none on there that I saw anyway. Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think the pool of like female MCs was as deep, or they didn't get the opportunity to flourish like female MCs are flourishing now.
Hmm.
You
That's
know,
interesting.
because like if you like who, because in the 90s, who did we had? We had Kim, we had Foxy, we had
Eve.
Eve, Queen, like Queen Pen had like one album.
Yeah.
Uh who else did we have? Like trying uh what's it? A Mill.
Yeah, you had your Vita, you had
Yeah,
your
yeah,
what's the other girl's name? Charlie Baltimore.
yeah. But they only had
One hits.
they only had like maybe one or two albums.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike Kim, who had like a Kim was able to flourish, you know what I mean? But like, and Missy was able to flourish,
Mm-hmm.
but it's, they
You
really,
don't see Missy though like that on stage. That's the only thing. I would really like to see Missy. She's on my list of I would like to see her in person. Foxy, I can't even remember the last time I saw Foxy like on TV. Um, so I think you are right. Like the audience is different now. Like with the um oh shoot, what's her name? Cardi's and Nicki Minaj's and
yeah,
City Girls, stuff like that, or people like that, I should say, artists like that,
yeah,
um, that had the opportunity to grace the stage. And it's just like, it's different now. So
yeah. They have more of an opportunity to flourish a lot more now,
mhm,
and I think it kind of sucks because it's not like it's you had some female MCs that was really,
mhm,
that was really in the pocket in the 90s. And like you
yeah,
really, but they just didn't get a chance to like really flourish. Like what happened to Yo, you know what I mean? From the West Coast.
mhm,
But I think I don't know. I don't know if she went more like acting, but like,
yo,
that was,
yo, yo.
you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Uh trying to figure her name from No Limit.
From No Limit.
Yeah, she was on No Limit. But anyway, huh?
She has a restaurant now. Mama, is it Mama? What's her name? She was up there with Trill Burgers, at Rock the Bells in
Oh,
August.
yeah? Mm.
I don't want to call her Mama B, but that's
Was it Mia X?
Mia X. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like, just didn't have came out, and then it's just kind of like I don't know what happened, but like it's kind of like what happened. Like
She had cancer.
like why didn't they get a chance to flourish like they did? Like
Yeah, yeah. Her and the girl from oh, what's the group down there? Is it Tennessee? Um, the male group. What's their name?
come on, 3 6 Mafia?
Yeah, 3 6 Mafia. I don't know her like that though. I forgot what her name was. It was a female rapper that rapped with them, I thought.
3 6 Mafia?
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah. I never really fooled with that palette though.
Right, man, that was well, I had the chance to really open my palate since
Yeah.
I left the Northeast and like was introduced to some other music. That's when because like when I went to Texas, that's when I got introduced to Slim Thug and uh Mike Jones and Paul Wall.
Yeah.
So I got introduced to Boosie and Hawk. Like you're not gonna know who that is, but like yeah, like these are some like Texas
Legendary
rappers,
people.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Oh yeah, like Charlie Boy, like all them, like yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I definitely need to expand my horizons after, watching all them people go crazy. And like I said, I know some Jeezy stuff, but I didn't know a lot of stuff that he was out there rapping. I knew a couple of hits, and I really wanted to listen to one specific song that he didn't play. But it was just like, man, when they turned it on, it was just like, man, you saw the whole thousands of people just losing their minds, like
Mhm.
clear, like nothing else matters in the world. And that's what I like to see too. Like when you are so infused with what is going on, like the music, and it just takes over everybody. It's just like, I think we saw that with Jeezy, sort of saw that with Ja Rule, but you can tell, people are just like standing there, and it's just like, man, y'all not vibing. I'm vibing, like,
I'm telling you, it's because you gotta think about it. It's regional because radio stations are regional.
yeah,
So if you're in like that southeast region, you
mhm,
know, you're gonna hear Jeezy, you're gonna hear Gucci, you're gonna hear Ti, you're gonna hear Killer Mike. You know what I mean? You're gonna hear those artists on the radio all the time, and that's what's being played, over and over. Just like when you're up in the Northeast, you're gonna hear that
yeah,
Northeast sound, and you're
yeah,
not really gonna get exposed to the other music. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like it is what it is, unless you go to different areas and then you're able to experience that type of music. And that's why I don't listen to the radio.
yeah.
Like I'll play music, I'll stream my music, and uh like I'll hit a song and then I'll just let the algorithm like pick up some more songs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's how I get introduced into like new songs of like people I don't hear, and that's how I create my playlist now.
Yeah.
I mean, because I have multiple playlists. It's if you if you listen to Afro beats,
Hmm.
I'll play an Afro beat song and then I'll just let it pick the next song, and then I'll get introduced to different Afro beat artists and different Afro beat songs. Just
Okay.
like yeah, just like down in the South. I hit Slim Thug, I'll play one of his songs that I know, and then I'll just let it go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it'll keep playing that, and it helps me to introduce me to music that I haven't heard, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know they had a new song out.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that is true. I don't listen to the radio like that either. I listen to Sirius XM occasionally when I want to hear like new soul music. But other than that, I'm stuck in the 90s, and I don't see nothing wrong with that at all. It's done us well. So um it's a great thing. I think we have um been blessed with that 90s era of and early 2000s of it molded us into the people that we definitely needed to be. It shaped us, helped us become young adults. So mhm,
Mm,
yep.
man,
Yeah,
uh, we went on a music tangent. We weren't even
I
supposed to be
know,
talking
right? So what have you taken away from podcasting?
what have I taken away from podcasting? I believe it is, and I think we talked about this before, but it's been extremely therapeutic. It's been mind clearing because it allows, because like we'll just be like, what we're gonna talk about like before we get on here, and like in our prep, and just be like something to happen, and then we'll text each other and be like, yeah, we gotta talk about this, and like, what do you think about this? And then we end up like kind of having conversations through text or like FaceTime.
Hmm.
And we were like, we need to wait and do this on the podcast, but
Yeah.
it allows me to think through things. It allows me to express myself, and then it allows me to talk to you and kind of get a different perspective or different idea. And
Yeah.
then for those who actually listen to us
Hmm.
and hit me up and be like, yeah, I watch or I listen,
Mhm.
and y'all gave this perspective, or I didn't think about this, or did you think about this, or you know, maybe have an opposing viewpoint on on the guests. I'm kind of like, this I can dig it. I can dig it. What about you?
We started off when we started off podcasting, and I remember coming to you. I don't know when it was, but I was just like, "Hey, I got a phone call. This person is telling me I better stop podcasting right now, like, or else." And I was just like, uh, look, right, like, you don't remember that?
I remember that, but I'm just kind of like,
Yeah. So I was just like, Ray, I think it's a great idea that we keep, pursuing this, because anytime that I get initial rejection or negative feedback, I know it's something good. It's always been that way in my life for whatever reason. I know that I'm doing something good because it's disturbing, I guess, other people's peace. So I knew it was going to be a great thing, and I knew that we were bringing something that was needed, not just for us, but for other people that are close to us that may not have the opportunity or uh, being comfortable enough to talk about their issues or to speak about certain topics in a sense. So I feel like that, between you and I, we've been through some stuff. And I think when you go through different situations, you should always be able to give back to someone in a sense, like some type of advice,
mm,
whether it's credit, whether it's buying a car, whether it's being in a relationship or being in a bad friendship or staying in a job too long that really ain't serving you no more. Um,
mm,
we're not going to touch on that, but we talked about that this week. People holding you back from growing, or you allowing people to hold you back through their own fears. We talked about that a lot because it still comes up,
yeah,
like I said, just recently coming up. And, I think it's a great thing to continue to tackle issues that we experience at the end of the day. Like, who else is going to talk about it? I mean, it's a lot of people that are podcasting for many reasons, but do you have a purpose in podcasting is the main goal. Like,
mm,
a lot of people may say, I got 1 million views, but sometimes you can pay for those views. Sometimes, are they really views? Are you really like pulling people, in a sense, meaning that they retain the information or the content that you're putting out? Because
mm,
I think that, me personally, I think that it's a lot of people that are retaining our content. The people that come to us that hit us up and say, hey, like, I like what y'all are doing. You should do it this way. You should do it that way. We love the feedback.
facts.
Um, so, I just think that when we started, I didn't think it was going to grow to this. Um, I think that podcasting also gives you a voice, you know.
Hmm.
I think it gave me strength to have a voice, enough to know that be okay with what you're saying and don't care about what the other people even think or form opinions about at the end of the day. You know, I told you a couple months ago when I got a letter back, it was just like, oh, you're talking about this. You want to be a politician. And it's just like, hold on, wait a minute. Then you going too far. Too far. I don't even like public speaking, but I know that what I'm saying has purpose. I'm not just saying it to say it. I know that education is important. I know that having the power to speak, having the power to go out and vote is important. Having the privilege to own a gun is important, But, those are topics that we discuss in this season that were very important at a good time to discuss. So, That's my take.
I agree. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. We went through a lot of good topics, and it was just necessary. I look at $1 million worth of game with Gilly and Wallow, and
Yeah.
it's like they signed a
$100 million.
$100 million deal. And it's just like, but they went through a process. They were
Absolutely.
hungry. They were consistent. They were traveling. And they had people that, hey, you want to get on this? Let's get on this. They were linking up with the right people. And I feel like, when you get into this podcasting game or marketing game, you always need to think outside the box in a sense. You always need to touch on topics that probably no one wants to talk about at the end of the day. So, I think we got through some trying times for me anyway. And I thought, and I still think it serves a purpose at the end of the day because, sometimes I think we're silent when we need to be yelling.
Mm.
Um, and for me, it really taught me how much of a voice that I have. Um, so yeah, it was good for me.
Yeah. The voice that you have and the feedback that you get from I appreciate that, or
Hmm.
that you talked about that because I'm having the same problem or whatever. And it's kind of like you just kind of reach the people that you can reach,
Yeah,
and uh, and hopefully spark some type of thought, some type of idea, or some new perspective that they didn't have before. And I think it's dope. Uh, I like to continue. I like to see where it goes. Like to build on it. I like to continue to get that feedback. I like to continue to learn, implement, and and keep it genuine.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And allow it to, hopefully allow it to continue to flourish and be something valuable.
hmm
Yeah.
organic,
Huh?
organic,
Organic. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause I think some things they'll take off and then it doesn't become organic anymore, or it loses source, it loses its genuine uh value. And but some things they stay consistent, and I think they continue to do great. So
yeah,
yeah, so I mean, regardless of where it goes or how it does, I just like it. I just like to continue to do it and be a part of it.
yeah, absolutely. You know, even with that, we're still workers right now, like day workers. And, I pray, I always say every time that we say something on here, it's just like it becomes true. So I pray that we become millionaires and we keep our millions in addition to doing what we love to do. Um, at some point, whether it's a day job or whatever, or a
Mm-mm.
venture. No, you don't want it. Okay, all right.
No, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't know how difficult it was for me to get up today and to go, I was like, I'm not going in today.
Are you fighting yourself?
Yeah, I'm all the way done.
What?
This ain't the first time either. I'm like, man, it's not feeling it. I'm done. I'm ready. It's a wrap.
On a Monday.
On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
None of days are operating.
No, it's
Over it.
I feel. I'm gonna tell you, and this just came to my like right now. I feel that I am walking into my purpose. I think I'm finally in
Mhm.
that season of my purpose, and I just feeling is like I'm going to go into my purpose.
Yeah.
Like I've done my community service,
Mhm.
and like I'm ready to move into something else. And like, it's this to what everything that I've learned or listened to or came across in these past 5 years, I would
Mhm.
say, yeah, is leading me in this direction of like my purpose and what I want to do and what I need to do, and I feel it, and I'm anybody who wants to get on the train and ride, get on the train and ride, and that's
Yeah.
how I feel, and and I know I'm kind of a little bit off topic, but to have and to have conversations with people and get the support from certain people like our uncle. Like I had a conversation with him last week, and to hear the things that he tells me,
Mhm.
like I was like he wants to invest in me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's like, and I was like, he was just like, it doesn't matter what you do as long as you got your hands on it. I'm in.
Yeah.
Like
You know, I think it's different when you experience that. It's a different feeling.
it is.
Uh, It's just like because I don't know about you, but when I have done things in the past for some people, like I said, I think that um when you don't get that approval from someone, it's just like, oh well, nope, I'm gonna shut down. I'm not gonna do it. And it's just like when you had just one person to what should I say, believe in you, believe in what you can be, who you can be, what you can prosper into. I think that's so important. And you need so many people or a little bit of people around you. You need those core people to push you up when you need to be pushed up because sometimes, we try to keep jumping and it's just like, oh, I just give up. But if you just had people just push you up to
Mhm.
the next level, just even saying basic, I trust you. I want to be a part of everything that you do. I will support you in the process can be life changing. It
Again,
really can.
absolutely. And also, I feel like it just because one person doesn't jump on to what you say, but if you're able to push through that and continue to grind
Mhm.
for what you want, then I feel like you'll change their mindset and be
Yeah.
like, I didn't think you would. I had my fears and I placed my fears, or I didn't think you would be able to do it. But to see you push through that and to go, you've changed the way I think, and now I fully support you.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I've been through that. I just don't know. Like I said, when you look through your life and it's just like, man, what if I would have given up that particular time? You know, what if I didn't keep going? Where would I be? And like I said, you need those core people. Not to be so much codependent on them, but you just need that reassurance that, yeah, you can do this
Hmm.
and, and you will be fine with it. So I think that that is great. And our family is so supportive of whatever that we need to get done. I don't know about anybody else's family, but um I can only speak for us that we do have supportive people in our family that are really genuine and they're not all about money. They're not all about trying to be malicious or having an ill intent or whatever. I think it's really genuine, and you don't get that from a lot of people anymore, family or not. You just don't.
Mhm.
So when we get it, we gotta hold on to it as long as we can. But also we gotta make sure that the younger generation, that we get back to them as well. Like if they need that
Absolutely.
support. Because we got a lot of things going on within this family, that we got a lot of entrepreneurs, up and coming entrepreneurs, and I keep looking at all of us on a daily basis. It's a lot of millionaires in this clan. It really is. And I'm not exaggerating. It's some $1 million ideas that are
Mhm.
going on. And we just need to tap into um doing what we need to do. Like stop playing around with it. Even myself. I'm not talking about everybody else. I'm talking about me and my unit. I know we have $1 million ideas. I know that we can get the money, but we gotta set the time aside to make sure that it gets done and stop playing around with it, because somebody could come along the way and do something that we've been sitting on and have our $1 million. I
Mhm.
want my money.
Facts.
So,
Absolutely.
mhm,
Absolutely. You just gotta execute.
yeah,
You just gotta execute. You gotta action something. And I've said it before, just action. Whatever you're trying to do or whatever that you inspired to do, just action on it. Even if it's the smallest action, you just gotta action on it. If you wanna start a business, you know what I mean? Just action it, research and action. What do I need? If you're gonna start a cleaning business, just you don't have to go out here and buy the most expensive vacuum cleaner or
yes,
whatever to start a cleaning business. You know what I mean? Just like who first of all, you ain't got no clients.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And if when you do get a client, why are you gonna use the most expensive vacuum cleaner or whatever product to clean?
mm-hmm.
You
That
know,
is,
just this these people ain't even using that in their own house to clean. So why are you gonna use it in their house to clean?
yeah,
I'm not saying like, but like think practical.
mm-hmm.
Build to what you need to do. You know what I mean? If you're gonna, it doesn't take a whole lot of money to start some businesses or start some ideas. And you got to start small and you got to continue to build. And you got to make that time to do what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, that's the thing about this rat race called employment. And I can't stand
Yeah,
employment.
tire you out, and then you
I
can't
can't
even work
stand
on what you need to work on when it's
facts. And that's the and I feel that was the that's like the whole plan is like
yeah,
is you get so tied up in working all and then when you get off, it's just kind of like I just want to free my mind and kind of relax. But it's like if you want this venture to go, you're gonna have to invest that time, and you have to get uncomfortable. And you have to be
yeah,
uncomfortable now, so that way you can relax later. And I know it, and it's hard because it's hard for me.
yeah,
Some days I just don't want to do anything. Like I just want to sit here and chill. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you got to get up and you got to grind. You know what I mean? It's like I have to get up and I got to call someone and I got to call my homeboy. And be like, hey, let's go look at some houses.
yeah,
Like we just did this Sunday, like me and yesterday.
mm-hmm.
Me and my homeboy was like, yeah, we're gonna go look at some houses. And then like Sunday, I hit him, we hit each other up, and he was like, oh well, they're all been the houses that we seen we're gonna go look at, they're all under contract now. And I was just like at that moment I could have been like, oh all right, but then we'll just do something a different time. But I was like, nah, I was like, well, let's go look at it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's on a contract doesn't mean it's sold.
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
Or who knows what else we'll see in this area while we're out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And we went out anyway. And
yeah,
then we went to go see a house, and then we went to go look at some other houses that we didn't even think about going to look at.
mm.
And now Friday we're talking about going do walkthroughs at these houses.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's like
Yeah, that
that moment where you can just be like, nah, I'm not gonna do it, or nah, like let's do it. You know what I mean? And that
yeah,
goes with anything. Like I was I've been teaching last week to certify some equal opportunity leaders for the units. And
Mhm.
like talking to them, and they was just like, well, this happened. It's kind of like because of the position that they're in. It's like, what do you do? Like, nothing's going to change. And I was like, you can't have a defeatist attitude.
Mm.
If regardless of what you think may not happen, if you never say anything, then it's going to stay the same. But like, even if you just say, you just bring it up, you know what I mean? Because that's what nothing changes until someone says this isn't right or this needs to change.
Listen, can I just say this? Because I just had this conversation with someone, a parent. Diddy always says this, and I need to reshare it again. I reshare stuff on my Instagram page solely for myself. You cannot be a complainer. You got to, if you want change, you got to put the work in. And it bugs me when people complain about things and they take no action to change anything or change their mindset. Like, we know that the education system here in Delaware is corrupted. No question about it. With that being said, how can we do anything possibly to help our kids or help other people's kids to make change? They just released something today talking about where the lowest probably in all the states with reading from 2019. How is that so when we're like the smallest state? Like, how does that make sense? Y'all getting all this money, nobody, y'all buying all this stuff, all this foolishness, and we can't even get our kids to read properly. And now they're saying, hey, if they can't read, how are they going to be workers? Workers. Goes back to what you said. They don't care nothing about no reading or learning. How are they going to be workers in 10 years if they can't read? That's like, why is that even in the conversation? Can we just start right here? Why they can't read? But this is the system that's been set up. But then parents complain about things that are going on in the schools, and y'all don't even sit down and write no emails or make no phone calls. And I'm not gonna be the scapegoat. I can be a no limit soldier for sure for mine. But it's just like, stop complaining and start doing stuff, that's going to be productive at the end of the day. You can't be scared of what may happen, or if people are not going to like you, if they're going to look at you wrong or say something wrong. F some people at the end of the day, like, they going to get in my line anyway. So, like, that's what it is to me.
Absolutely.
I don't care if you don't say hi or not. F you, F them. It is what it is. So I'm tired of being nice, because they ain't nice to me. So why am I gonna be nice to you? So with that being said, we definitely gotta start really taking the initiative to get out of our comfort zone, meaning talking and speaking up when something is wrong. Like, I don't get that. It doesn't sit well in my spirit. It drives me to another phase of who I am. And, like you said, when you get ready to go into a new chapter of life, like, it's a different feeling. So
it is a different feeling. It can be a little scary, but it's
mhm.
it's a good scary. I think it's a good scary. I think I'm just just ready. And once you're fed up, you're fed up, and once you're ready for change, you'll go after that change. And I'm ready for this change, and I'm ready to go after it, and I'm ready to get it. And I'm prepared. Well, I'm preparing.
Yeah.
So like, you just gotta action. That's if anything else, just action. Whatever that you want to do, whatever that you're thinking about doing, whatever you're trying to do, and focus.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to do multiple things or have multiple ideas. Like, have multiple ideas, but action on one, focus on one, and once you get that one going to a point where it's good, then that opens the door for you to open up and try other things that you thinking about doing or trying to pursue.
Yeah,
'Cause if you try to do multiple things at one time, it's going to be hard, especially if you're trying to do it by yourself.
absolutely. And ask for help if you need it. Like, you have people around you possibly that may help you do what you need to do. That's
Mhm.
one thing I also learned in the last 10 months is, with going through the legal system, I've had to learn a lot um that I've never went through before. I'm over here like being my own lawyer. So
Mhm.
I'm learning different new things, but asking for help, bouncing things off of other people. Hey, do you know about this? Hey, can you help me with this? And some people are willing to help, some people are not, but for those that are helpful, take the opportunity to learn from them. Because like I say again, everybody is not all about money at the end of the day. Some people are, but there are some people out there that is not just, oh, I'm money hungry, you're gonna pay me, dot 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 dot. So um I think that we should all be learning something new every day. To at least take the time out to read something every day, learn something every day. Um, Never stop growing and learning for you, not for anyone else, just for you. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. If you need help, if you always scrolling on Instagram or whatever, think about what you're following and think about, what comes up on your feeds, your algorithm, right? Because like when I started getting heavy into investing in
mhm,
stocks and stuff like that, and I started looking for that, the more I started looking for it, the more it popped up on my feed.
mhm.
And the more that content came. And I was able to continue to read on it and look up and see what other people are talking about and stuff like that. You know, like get heavy into real estate and start looking at more real estate stuff, the more that's going to pop up on my feed. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's the content that you consume and you know,
Mm.
that helps you to stay focused. It helps you to continue to hear and learn about, whatever that you're trying to get into. And, it helped me a lot.
Stay out that shade room. It's gonna take it's gonna take you every direction possible all during the day. And it's just like, man, this happened to this person, that happened to that person. When really they don't care nothing about you at the end of the day. So I mean, let's get this thing going with you, you know. So
Absolutely.
don't be scared to take those celebrities off your timeline, you know. And don't be afraid to log out of social media as well. Take your
Mm, I've done that a few times.
Yeah, sometimes it's just it's a bit much sometimes.
Mhm.
So, and then like we said before, sometimes for the younger generation, they log in and they feel like, oh, I gotta drive this car, I gotta buy this house, I gotta wear these shoes. And it's just like, man, it's a never ending situation. No different than Stormy a couple weeks ago. I'm getting ready to take her off too. Coach Stormy, when she was talking about low vibration plates. And I was just like, man, are we gonna control what we eat now too? We gonna allow the
Was that video where she was talking to that girl and she was like, "But this was the plate that was given to me." Is that who that was?
Mhm.
Yeah. How did I come? Did you send that to me or somebody else send that to me?
It probably wasn't me because I was just like, when I saw it, I was just like, you know what? Because I have a cousin that is infatuated with her. Like she follows her and follows everything she does. And it's just like every time I would talk to her, she would be like, do you follow her? And I was just like, okay, let me go follow her. And I'm just like, okay, you're making money and people want to make money. But when I saw that low vibrations plate video, I was just like social media, you're not gonna control what I eat. Are you telling me that I can't have my Thanksgiving dinner because you're saying that it's not healthy. I get what you're really trying to say to a certain point, but you're not going to control my Thanksgiving plate. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's a different group that I have, and somebody sent it in the group, and I was just like, whatever. Next, like it's
Yeah,
just like,
because people will hold on to that. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't eat it. I can't eat shrimp. I can't eat this. I can't eat that. And it's just like, yo, eat what you want. I think Taylor, she did a video about it.
yeah. She
Yeah.
did. Yeah,
So
shout out to Taylor. Yeah, and I was just
yeah.
like, it didn't make me like. It's just like, look, do what you do. You know, if that's your thing, then that's your thing. And if you got something out of it, you got something out of it. But like I just feel like it's too much of like it's too many people or so-called influencers who feel like there should be everyone should be on this same wavelength
Mhm.
in totality. Like everyone had, we all need to have low vibration tape plates. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care about you or your low vibration. Me, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If I go out here, I'm gonna get what I want to get, and if eat what I want to eat. If I don't like it or it makes me feel a certain way, then I'm probably not gonna eat it again, or I'm not gonna, I'm trying, I'm a
Trying to be better.
yeah, I'm gonna be better. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, I'm I'm in control of me. I'll do what I want to do. I'll take input, you know what I mean, from those who I feel
Yeah.
who I value their input.
Hmm.
But like this, and if I give something, it's like I'm telling you what works for me.
Hmm.
And and like so if you take value into it, then great. But I'm not gonna tell everybody this, everybody needs to do this, or everybody should have high vibration. I don't even know what this low vibration plate means. I don't even know what does that even mean? Like that just sounds
I think it
like
had
marketing.
some ribs, some shrimp on there, you know.
It just sounds like marketing to me. I really don't even care.
But it was good because now she's got her t-shirts, she's got her sweaters, she's got people reposting her voice. So of course they get paid for that, because you
Mhm.
reach X amount of followers and all that stuff. It was very good marketing. And even with that, people gotta take um what should I say? They need to view that marketing plan as well because it was smart. It was
Mm.
really smart. I'm sure she's made a couple million just based off of that within the last month, just from reposting and all that stuff. So yeah, but still, I mean, like you said, you got to be careful about who you are following and what they're saying, or requesting that you follow them, and everything that they do, because at the end of the day, you're not them, and you're not gonna ever be them. And some people, I was just telling my daughter when we were at one music fest, I said one of the guys that owns a brand, he walked right past us. And I was just like, Jay, you would think that he would have a platinum um package. I said, but he right down here with us, VIP, $500. And and he's getting money. But they're regular people at the end of the day. They got bills just like we do. So
Mhm.
it is what it is. I don't get heavy into that content creator stuff with following it and doing everything that they do because it's not real. Most of it is not real. Some of it is, but most of it is not. So yeah, that's another aspect of podcasting. There are some podcasters that we watch or have watched that give out good, solid information.
Absolutely.
you know, it just is what it is. And then you have these other people, and you have to be very careful about listening to them. Um, you know, no, not to them because that's their hustle, and they
Mhm.
make their millions. But I would rather be over here with the with the good people.
We'll be over here with the cousins on
Yeah.
Just Cuz Pocket now.
Yeah. So I have thoroughly enjoyed myself this last year. I thank God that I have gotten this opportunity to grow as an individual, and it's just been awesome. I don't have any complaints at all. I really don't in the past year. Mm-mm.
Well, I am thoroughly proud of you and the things that you've done, the accomplishments you've made, the actions that you've taken. This to see your growth and to see you moving into your purpose. I think it's amazing. It's great. It's inspiring. I hope you continue to do it. I hope you continue to push forward. I hope you continue to inspire. I hope you continue to develop. I also hope you continue to develop, your kids and just continue to enjoy life and to explore more and open your music palette.
I'm proud of you too, cousin. You know I love you. But I'm proud of you for, doing what you needed to do in this last year, with growing and jumping into your entrepreneurship adventures and, you know, taking your classes and prepping, because I think you've done a pretty good job with managing everything, the different classes that you've taken. So, um, we always say we want to learn and grow, but then when it's time to take those classes, it's just like, "Oh, I don't want to go back into that." Mm-mm. So, it's always good to grow and learn and be educated, in something, that's gonna help you later on in life, not right now, but later on. Um, it's gonna be really good for the both of us. I think, like we said before, we have a purpose to follow, different what should I say, different sections of life or chapters of life.
Mhm.
And I think that, it's a process, but we have a good vision, you know, that we need to really tap into, because it's definitely needed at the moment, because we are in a bad space right about now. So
Man, I'm telling you, I'm moving to Africa, so y'all, y'all can come see me in Ghana.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
That's right.
because it's definitely getting different, and we need to definitely take into consideration of people that have moved out of the United States. I've seen a lot of people on TV, and it's just like, man, when did you move over to Africa? I miss that, So yeah. Hmm.
Absolutely. Well, great episode, great talk, great conversation. As always, I thoroughly enjoyed. I done freed my mind, like In Vogue said.
Oh man,
Uh, Congratulations on 1 year podcasting.
yes.
Uh, Congratulations on your first season of podcasting on Just Cuz Podcast. And I'm going to take a short break,
Hmm.
which, given the breaks that we've been taking this past year, it's not going to really seem like a difference, but uh, definitely got some research, some growth, some buildings to do in this second season of Just Cuz Podcast that we're going to go into. Got some updates. Uh, got some got theme music. We got opening credit music. I think I think this second season is gonna be good. I think it's gonna be great. I think we're gonna discuss some things. We're gonna get together and just trying to make, build on this platform. And I hope that y'all keep rocking with us. I hope y'all keep listening. I hope y'all continue or keep giving us feedback. If you're not giving us feedback, please give us feedback and let us know your thoughts, your ideas of what's going on. And during this off season that we're gonna take, I mean, just hope you reach out, and I hope that you come back season 2.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But final thoughts.
Final thoughts. We will see you guys in 2023. I'm excited about season 2 that will be coming out. Everyone knows, at this time I jump into basketball season. So, um, it's an exciting time, for me, for us. And like I said, I love growing as a person at the end of the day. I love putting in time. Um, and I hope that you all stay with us and follow us as we go into 2023 with new episodes. And we appreciate everyone that has followed us, shared our episodes, has reached out to us. I love all of y'all, and we will see y'all next year.
Facts.
All right.
Be easy.
Be easy.